Welcome back to English a Long Way, where you grow in life and grow in English. I'm Alina.
And I'm Marcus, and today we are going to challenge something that almost every language teacher has ever told you.
Including maybe me.
Especially you.
Tell me something. How many times have you heard this? Practice English every day, even just 10 minutes, every single day.
About 1,000 times from every teacher, every app, every YouTube video.
Right, but here is my question. Is that actually true? Is daily practice really necessary, or is that just a nice thing people say?
Ooh, you are questioning the rules today.
I question everything. You know this.
I do know this. Okay, I already think about this differently than you.
Of course you do.
Let's find out who's right.
Let's. So here's what I believe. Daily practice is not just helpful, it is essential. The brain learns through repetition. Small, regular contact with the language keeps it alive in your memory. 10 minutes every day is better than 2 hours once a week.
Okay, I've heard this argument, and I half believe it.
Only half?
Only half, because here's the other side. Think about people who move to an English-speaking country for 1 month. They are surrounded by English all day, at work, at shops, on the street. They improve incredibly fast. Was that daily 10-minute practice? No, that was intensity, total immersion.
That is immersion. That's different.
Is it, though? Why is 2 hours once a week worse than 10 minutes every day if the total time is the same?
Because the brain does not work like a math problem. It's not just about total hours.
Prove it.
Okay, challenge accepted. Here's how memory works. When you learn something, a new word, a grammar rule, your brain stores it. But if you don't come back to it soon, the memory gets weaker. This is called the forgetting curve. You forget almost 70% of new information within 24 hours if you don't review it.
Okay, that's real science. I accept that.
So, daily practice, even very short practice, brings you back to the material before it fades. You keep refreshing the memory. It stays.
That makes sense for vocabulary, but what about actual speaking? What about fluency? You can't build fluency in 10 minutes a day.
No, you can't build fluency in 10 minutes, but you can maintain it. You can keep the connection alive. Fluency is not just about big sessions, it's about consistent contact.
But consistent contact can mean different things. I engage with English content every single day. Podcasts, videos, news. Does that count as daily practice?
Yes, that counts. That absolutely counts.
Wait, seriously? So just listening to a podcast counts?
Of course. Passive input is still input. Your brain is processing language. It's hearing patterns, storing sounds and phrases. It's working even when you feel like you're just relaxing.
Okay, but here's where I push back. Some people practice every day for years and still don't improve much. They do their 10 minutes, they check the box, and nothing changes. Meanwhile, someone else studies intensively for 1 month and jumps 3 levels. How do you explain that?
Because daily practice without intention is not enough. You have to practice with focus. 10 mindless minutes is not the same as 10 sharp, present minutes.
Okay, so you agree that quality matters.
Quality always matters, but quality without consistency still fades.
And consistency without quality is just going through the motions.
Exactly. So we need both.
Then maybe we're not arguing about daily versus not daily. We're arguing about what practice actually means.
Maybe, but I still say the daily part is non-negotiable.
Why?
Because of habits. Human beings are creatures of habit. If you practice every day, even a little, it becomes part of your life. You stop thinking about it. You just do it, like brushing your teeth.
Nobody says I will do one intense 2-hour teeth brushing session on Sunday.
Can you imagine?
That would be a terrible Sunday.
The absolute worst Sunday.
Okay, but here's the thing. English is not like brushing your teeth. It's a complex skill, and complex skills sometimes need depth, long, focused sessions where you really push yourself. 10 minutes a day might keep you comfortable, but does it push you forward?
That depends entirely on what those 10 minutes look like. If you spend 10 minutes practicing something that genuinely challenges you, a difficult structure, a new conversation topic, a complex listening exercise, that's real progress.
And if you spend 10 minutes watching a video you mostly understand already?
Then yes, you're in your comfort zone. That's maintenance, not growth.
So the problem is not just how often, the problem is also what you do with the time.
The problem is both. You need the right content and you need to come back to it regularly.
I feel like you're slowly winning this argument and I don't like it.
I have no idea what you mean.
Okay, one last push. Life is busy. Real life is genuinely busy. Not everyone can find 10 minutes every single day. A parent with small children, someone working 2 jobs, someone going through a hard time. Telling them, practice every single day or you'll fail. Is that fair?
That's a fair point, and honestly, no, that pressure is not helpful at all.
Thank you.
But here's what I would say to that person. You don't need a special session. Practice is everywhere. Listening to English music while you cook, watching one short video during lunch, reading 2 sentences before bed. Daily practice doesn't have to be a big event. It just has to be a small, consistent moment.
So you're making daily practice much more flexible than I thought.
Much more flexible. The goal is contact, daily contact with the language. Even 5 minutes, even 3.
Even 1?
1 might be pushing it.
Okay, fair enough. Can I tell you what worked for me?
Please.
When I was learning another language, not English, I tried the study hard on weekends method. Big sessions, 2-3 hours on Saturday and Sunday. During the week, nothing.
And?
By Wednesday, every week I had forgotten almost everything I learned on Saturday. It felt like pouring water into a bucket with a hole at the bottom.
The forgetting curve. Exactly what I was talking about.
Yes, then I switched. I started doing just 15 minutes every morning, before coffee, before checking my phone, just the language. And within 2 months, the difference was incredible.
Because you were returning to the language before it could disappear.
Exactly, and also it became automatic. I stopped debating whether to study, I just did it. The decision was already made the night before.
That is the real power of habit. You remove the decision completely, and when there's no decision, there's no resistance.
Exactly. What about you?
Okay, so I went through a very busy period once. I told myself I do not have time for English right now. I will come back to it later. And later became 2 months.
Oh no.
And when I came back, it felt strange, like wearing a coat that used to fit perfectly, but now felt a little tight.
That's such a good image.
I hadn't forgotten everything, but the fluency, the ease, it had quietly faded, and it cost real effort to get it back. That experience taught me something important. Languages are like plants. You don't need to water them all day, but you can't leave them for 2 months and expect them to be fine.
Languages are like plants. I really like that.
Thank you. I have my moments.
Here's where I land after all of this. The question is really not daily versus not daily.
Then what is the real question?
The real question is English part of your life or is it just a task on your to-do list?
Oh, that's really good.
I know.
Because when English is part of your life, you naturally come back to it. You listen to a song in English because you like it. You watch a show because it's interesting. You speak because you have something real to say. That doesn't feel like practice. It feels like living.
And that's sustainable, forever sustainable, because you're not forcing yourself, you're choosing.
Yes, and I think that's the deepest answer to today's question. Is daily practice necessary? Yes, but not the kind that drains you, the kind that connects you.
Daily practice is not about sitting at a desk with a textbook every morning. It's not about perfection or pressure.
It's about keeping the language alive, touching it, hearing it, speaking it every day in any way you can.
Some days that's 10 minutes focused with a lesson. Some days it's a song in English while you wash the dishes. And some days it's this podcast.
We really appreciate that one.
We truly do. But here's the honest truth. Missing one day is fine. Missing 1 week, life happens.
But when you miss too many days, the language starts to grow cold, and warming it up again costs more energy than staying consistent in the first place.
So build the habit small. Make it easy. Make it something you actually enjoy, and come back every day, even for just a few minutes.
Because small and daily beats big and sometimes every single time.
You're not just practicing a language, you're building a version of yourself that can speak to the whole world.
That's worth 10 minutes of your day.
More than worth it.
Every single day.
Okay, let's bring this to you now, the person listening right now.
Think honestly. Don't just nod and move on.
First question. Do you practice English every day? And if not, what gets in the way? Is it time? Energy? Or is it that you simply don't know what to do with those 10 minutes?
Because not knowing what to do is a real problem, and it has a real solution. Find one thing you enjoy and start there.
Second question. Think about the last time your English felt really alive, really natural, really easy. What were you doing? A conversation? A show you loved? Something you read? What made that moment feel good?
Whatever that thing was, that's your practice. Do more of that, more often.
Third question. Do you see yourself as a language learner or as an English speaker? Because those two identities lead to very different actions.
The learner waits until they're ready. The speaker just speaks.
Which one are you right now? And which one do you want to be?
Okay, final answer. Is daily practice really necessary?
Yes, but not the kind that drains you, the kind that connects you.
Daily practice is not about sitting at a desk with a textbook every morning. It's not about perfection or pressure.
It's about keeping the language alive, touching it, hearing it, speaking it every day in any way you can.
Some days that's 10 focused minutes with a lesson. Some days it's a song in English while you wash the dishes. And some days it's this podcast. We really appreciate that one.
We truly do. But here's the honest truth. Missing one day is fine. Missing 1 week, life happens.
But when you miss too many days, the language starts to grow cold, and warming it up again costs more energy than staying consistent in the first place.
So build the habit small. Make it easy. Make it something you actually enjoy. And come back every day, even for just a few minutes.
Because small and daily beats big and sometimes every single time.
You're not just practicing a language. You're building a version of yourself that can speak to the whole world.
That's worth 10 minutes of your day.
More than worth it.
Every single day.
If today's episode gave you one small idea, one thing you'll do differently starting tomorrow,
Then we're happy. That's exactly enough.
keep practicing, keep showing up.
Keep listening. Keep growing.
See you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.